So a couple weeks ago, we smashed the world record for the longest professional Rocket League match in history. I gathered 2 teams of pro players, a few casters, $1,000 in prize pool money, and my trusty editor Paco to make this thing happen. Pretty simple, right? Oh, you guys have no idea. And at the time, neither did we. I've had the idea of going for a world record like this for a while, something like a 20-minute pro Rocket League game, but it never quite seemed compelling enough to make happen. That is, until Paco presented a little modification to my idea. Instead of just going for a world record, like a 20-minute game, what if we played even longer? What if we played until we couldn't play anymore? So we set out to test how long an unlimited match could be played on a private server. In our 2 tests, the servers failed at around 50 minutes and then at around 2 hours 20 minutes. Okay, we thought this could be doable. Next, I sent out an invitation to find our pro players. I wanted to make it worth their while, so I put up $1,000 as the prize pool. And soon, we had our poor volunteers. Well, that is until they came to their senses as the event drew near. Of the original 6 pros that signed up, half backed out after realizing how grueling this could potentially become. Eventually, I came up with our replacement starters. Lined up a couple subs in case the starters needed to go to the bathroom or, I don't know, eat. And I invited some more casters as well to pop in throughout the match to help me and Paco cast the live stream, which in my mind was going to last at most 6 to 8 hours. Looking back, that was a stupid assumption. I'm gonna tell you the story of this event in a series of 20 of my favorite moments from the live stream, in sequential order, so you can kind of see how the event progressed. By the way, this video is sponsored by Audible. I'm happy to recommend Audible because I was already a member before they even approached me. Why? Because one of my favorite ways to improve in Rocket League is actually through multitasking with audiobooks. Basically, free play and training can get pretty boring, so I put on Audible in the background, get lost in a great story, and time flies by. If you'd like to try this out for yourself, you can get a 30-day free trial with 1 audiobooks credit and unlimited access to each month's selection of Audible originals. Go to audible.com/SunlessKhan or text SunlessKhan to 500-500. I've been listening to the 1965 science fiction novel Dune, and I'm loving it so far. Also, right now, you can stream an incredible collection of stories completely free, no strings attached at stories.audible.com. You don't even need an account. Just click a title and listen. Back to the world's longest game. We were underway. We had no idea what was going to happen or how long the game was going to last. I have 0 experience casting Rocket League events. We had no rule book or plan of action for the players. We expected maybe 1,000 people at most watching. Yeah, no, there were like 5,000 people watching. Our only plan was to wing it and see what happens. Like an out-of-control train speeding down the tracks with no brakes, and 5,000 screaming passengers. Let's get started, shall we? Here we go, guys. The longest game. Bets on the final score, 267 to 234. That's a good guess. We got off to a great start to the longest game when I forgot to change the default match length to unlimited. Speed immediately scores.
Speed immediately scores. And he's won a saving in chat.
Wow.
Love to see that, folks.
We're already toxic. Oh, wait, no! I didn't make this game unlimited.
Sunless.
This is just a 5-minute game. Whoops. Remember I said this is scuffed, guys? For the first 30 minutes or so, things were pretty uneventful. The orange team, comprised of Lethamyr, Majicbear, and Speed, gathered themselves an 18-7 lead over the blue team, made up of ViolentPanda, Shock, and Virtuoso. However, at minute 28, this happened.
Now my question is, who gives up first? Like, and when I say give
was
up,
that an own goal?
Just start
Speed.
Driving around upside down.
Replays are broken.
Speed gives up first.
Replays have broken, guys. We get no replays. It happened, 28 minutes. So for the rest of the game, after a goal was scored, the ball immediately reset for the kickoff. This was actually more of a blessing than a curse, as it allowed things to move a little faster. And that wasn't the only thing to break in the lobby. If we jump ahead a little bit, this also happened.
Oh, wait a second. I think my cream actually for the White Russians, it goes out of date tomorrow. Oh, that's really unfortunate.
Oh no, you're just gonna have to clean out that stock.
Oh dear.
Timer broke! Timer broke! We have a broken timer!
Yes, timer broke!
So with the timer broken at around the 83rd minute, I replaced it with a manual timer in my stream, and on we went. Eventually, we were joined in the booth by RLCS casters Jorby and Shogun, who were then pressured into doing play-by-play for the game as if it was an official RLCS match, which led to this.
Left couldn't get the shot, another one coming in, and it's just blocked up high. It's actually really difficult on Discord. Oh, no double touch for ViolentPanda. It's cleared away by Leth.
Yeah, but it might not last long up to the wall. Left puts it straight into the middle. This is the sort of intense passing plays that he tries to teach. Unfortunately, they don't tend to learn them, as it's going to drop straight into the middle yet again. ViolentPanda, great clear to Virtuoso. It's like the map is way too small for a game that goes this bloody quick. ViolentPanda.
Majicbear, the only member of Orange Team doing anything this game, taken away by ViolentPanda, and he doesn't have a shot because I told him only flick for the rest of the game. That's a good little touch by Lethamyr, trying to find the shot. It's back to Majicbear, and it's good to the top.
And is that it? 14 goals to the better. Infinite amount of time remaining. I've got to say, I think the blue team, they might have a hope here, but it's going to take a lot of time to do it.
Apparently, the chat loved Jorby so much, this little copy pasta emerged. Jorby is a disgrace to Rocket League. I saw him at McDonald's once and he took the food off.
Oh my god.
He took the food off my plate, took a huge bite of everything, called me a flat rat, and kicked me in the dick. They also pressured me into doing play-by-play, which didn't quite go as smoothly. We're almost gonna hit 6666. Oh wait, no, that won't happen because minutes and seconds.
Well, we almost got you.
Because time. Because that's how time works.
How many seconds are in a minute again?
I mean, who came up with that? The Romans?
So we could just have, instead of beef Wellington, we could have steak and a cheesy straw.
What's a cheesy straw?
It's basically cheesy pastry.
Wait,
call it
what?
cheese
What?
straws.
Cheese straws?
So like a cheese stick?
Like
Lovely.
Cheetos?
No, not Cheetos.
Like covered with...
A Cheetos pastry.
Are you saying like a breadstick filled with cheese?
Oh shit!
Oh my god, what was that?
Holy shit!
As the orange team extended their lead on the scoreboard, jumping out to a 68-40 lead, we were joined by RLCS analyst Jamesbot, who eventually got so bored, he resorted to this.
Was in the spring. Spring became the summer. Who'd believe you'd come along?
Spy your lighters, chat.
Sweet Caroline.
You need a
I
sub?
am a musical
Yes,
teacher,
Speedy
so
to
I know
sub.
that I am supposed to support everyone's musical aspirations, but this is a lost cause.
Our substitutes started seeing some action as the players started to need bathroom breaks, with Jacob making an appearance, and later Spuda with this lightning-fast substitution.
Someone tell Jon Sandman that his internet kids need him more than his
Go,
actual
go.
Wow, that was instant. That was amazing.
fast.
Good sub. Like a hockey
That was
sub.
coordinated.
That kind of reminds me of like a Red Bull Formula One racing pit stop. How well that was executed.
Yeah, that was amazing. That was beautiful. At 2.5 hours, we had our first moment of players rebelling against the game, with this little bit of fun from Lethamyr. Well, if it's so bad that they can't even see what's going on. Oh, the anarchy! Players have stopped! What's going on over here?
Oh my god. Oh no, the server died. Is the server dying?
Okay, oh, no, they can because they're up by 30 goals. We're seeing some BM from the orange team for the first time.
What do you mean? They're just having a conga line.
It's a normal strat. Wow, they're rebelling. This is we have not seen this yet. They've taken it very seriously so far. We have a conga line. At around hour 3.5, the blue team scored its 69th goal. Unfortunately, the orange team had 116 goals by this time. So we decided to check in on one of our pros, Speed, who joined us in the casting booth. Hey Speed, welcome to the casting booth.
No.
How you doing?
No, I don't. Get me out.
Are you okay?
I'm convinced. Right, okay, here's my theory that I've been crafting in the last 3.5 hours, okay? My theory is that Psyonix heard about all my complaining about the servers being trash. So they decided to put us on an RLCS one, just as I'm about to play until the server dies, because I equally know how boring this game can get after you play the same thing
for 3.5 hours.
Speed also happened to be streaming, and looking back, we did not realize just how much this man was losing his mind. Until now.
If you do the cooking by the book, then you'll have.
It was clear our players were growing weary, but what they didn't realize was how many donations were rolling in from viewers to increase the prize pool. Once we told Speed that his money had tripled, it did have a very inspiring effect.
Do you know the prize pool right now?
No, I don't have a clue.
It's up to over $3,000.
Oh my god, that's well worth it. Never mind, I love this.
That was simple. Unfortunately, even money seems pointless when fatigue truly sets in. ViolentPanda, who actually had been streaming for 4 hours before this event even began, was definitely reaching an interesting point in his stream. Matters weren't helped when the rest of the players pulled this little stunt.
Some of them actually are pro players. Some of them play in RLCS.
Wow, thanks for that information, Dazerin. I guess I will tune in next time to CRL. What's going on out here? What's happening? The players are all driving in circles.
Is that it?
Did it die?
No, they're pretending, surely.
The server DC'd. We're done.
No, but they couldn't
No,
coordinate
they're all
it.
doing the same.
Wait, are we done?
What's happening?
Did it die?
What happened, Panda?
I'm sitting in that waiting. I think it's over. Nope.
Drive around.
Drive around, Panda.
Are they faking? I'm driving around.
They're faking.
They're faking.
I knew it. Nice try. They actually coordinated that really well.
They did it so well that they got Panda.
All right, I'm back to drinking. See you later.
Back to the bottle.
Oh my god.
All right, it's 98 to 171. We had lots of great guests on the stream throughout the day, including surprise appearances from some of my favorite pros and YouTubers.
I've got a new caster who's coming in right now.
Who?
He goes by the name of Rozzy.
Look who it is.
Oh,
Look who it is.
Rozzy himself.
How's the game going?
The game.
Well,
It's very competitive.
it's 110 to 209.
Right.
We're about 5 hours, 27 minutes in.
5 hours. Holy
So it's...
I've never seen a server last more than an hour, and I'm sure that's
Well,
what the
here's
players
the-
signed up for too.
Yep.
Hello, hello.
Hello, sir.
Jon Sandman is in the chat.
What's up?
He's in the voice chat.
Welcome to the middle of the marathon.
Yeah, well,
The middle?
The middle. The middle.
Wait, we're in the middle?
I thought we were in the home stretch, bro.
6 hours?
It's actually unbelievable.
I didn't even think about that. There's probably somebody in chat who doesn't have 6 hours logged into this game.
Pretty sure Paco doesn't have that many. All right, man.
Viewers were really having fun with the creative donation messages, especially when they realized I was making Paco read them out loud, which led to this amazing moment.
I want to be on the record. If you guys message anything that has roar and nuzzles in it, I'm not reading it out loud.
Paco, read it.
I'm not doing it. You can't make me.
I finally found Paco's limit.
Okay, fine.
There you go.
Roar,
I started it for
Roar,
you.
Nuzzles, how are you? Ooh, pounces on you. You're so warm. Knows you have a bulge. Someone's happy. Nuzzles, your necky wecky. Murr. Heh rubbies, your bulgy oldie. You're so big. Ooh, rubbies. Fuck you guys.
All right, that's perfect time for me to leave.
One pro who didn't seem to be struggling at all was Majicbear. The dude played for nearly the entire stream without a substitution or break, and ended up tying for the most individual goals with Lethamyr, which was about 10% of the prize pool. As we got further into the event, Psyonix was paying extra close attention. Their community manager Devin was especially attentive, making sure we all knew that this was a totally normal server and they definitely weren't making sure it stayed up.
Okay, I have info from Psyonix that was just DM'd to me.
What?
Hi, I've been watching the stream. There is no ETA on when the server will go down, could theoretically go on forever.
Huge thanks to Psyonix for helping out with this event, by the way. Obviously, I didn't think through the consequences when I accepted their help, but we definitely wouldn't have had this lovely long event without their help.
Interesting. It seems as though this is the first time Psyonix has cared about their servers.
Oh, shit.
Yikes.
Oh, shit. Anyway, let's move on. I'm trying to be a human here. Like, I'm not gonna...
Lethamyr said his power went out. Did less power actually go out?
What?
Let's lost connection, his power went out! No fucking way! Lethamyr just tweeted his power went out. He
It's just a
tweeted
dark room.
I have to ask you, is Lethamyr disqualified?
If I leave now, do I still get paid?
These are all great questions, guys.
Leth is not disqualified because he had a situation where his literal power went out, so that's not something he could control. It's not like he left on purpose.
His power went out, and that means he didn't get disqualified.
So if I pull my plug out right
Correct.
No. That is not how this works.
I think my power's about to go out.
The odds of 2 victorious
Once the prize pool hit $5,000, we weren't sure what to do. None of us expected people to be that generous, thinking we'd at most hit maybe 3K. Thankfully, my good friend Seth, aka Cuban Kaiser, helped us figure out the answer to that problem when he did one of the most selfless acts of the entire stream.
on the 16th.
Oh my god.
Dude, why aren't these guys playing?
I'd rather puke.
Is this like a money match right now between Violent and Speed?
What?
$1,000 dollar?
What? Cuban Kaiser. Oh my god.
That keeps the servers alive.
No, it's for COVID relief. It's not for the game prize. Just for the people who need food or help with bills through the difficult time. Everyone stay safe, healthy, and God bless everybody.
Oh, thank you, Cuban. With his $1,000 donation to charity, we now had shifted our focus from just a bunch of gamers playing the longest game to actually benefiting real people. And even more donations started to roll in to the now charity stream. 9.5 hours in, we ran into some real trouble when an outsider joined the lobby. 5G will take down the server. Okay, do it.
Oh no, somebody got in.
Somebody
got in.
Maybe
What?
they're trying to break the
Somebody
server
got in.
with donations.
Oh no!
Someone actually got in the server.
Someone figured it out!
I'm not gonna lie, Sunless, it's a pretty bad password.
Shut up, it's pretty random. As my lovely friends pointed out, my password was not very secure. And again, this is a moment that really showed how naive and stupid I am when it comes to live events. And it's also just another reason why I will never do this again.
Cheating system. I'm pulling the server down speed.
Yes, please. Tell me what I need to do.
Open your console and hack the system, bro.
As the end loomed near, the event had petered out into something completely different than when it started. In some ways, this was amazing. We had raised over $5,000 additional for charity, which we had not planned for. But another thing that we didn't plan for is the amount of subs and casters that had joined the event. The entire blue team was now gone and replaced by other people, and the orange team was nearly completely different as well. The amazing Rocket League Liquipedia staff actually kept track of almost every substitution in the stream. When I planned the event, I had 3 subs in place. And the idea was that we would play until the servers died or one team surrendered. I clearly did not do a good job of explaining this or enforcing it at all, and that's definitely on me. Again, I was too naive and didn't really set this expectation. And as the night went on, we went a little overboard with the subs. It turned into a marathon event rather than simply going for the longest game. And that led us to the next moment. I decided that we would end the game at the 11th hour. This made some people upset at me, and I've had a wonderful time the last week reading the opinions of these lovely people. There's a lot of things I could have done better in this stream, but I don't regret ending it when I did. You'll just have to trust me there. In the end, we raised over $7,000 for charity, and we're able to pay our players from a prize pool of over $5,000 for participating, which is probably the best thing about this whole event. I'm just a dude who has no idea what he's doing, yet with the help of some friends, I was able to make something cool happen and actually benefit real people. It wasn't perfect, but overall good things came out of it. And for that, I'm grateful to this community. Thanks, guys. Oh yeah, my record's already broken.